If talk of the new infrastructure bill has you concerned about the future of real estate in Roseville, then this video is for you. There are many ways that the residents of Roseville could feel the impact of this bill. However, today I want to be specifically talking about the affordable housing projects in Roseville, the city's general plan for housing, and at very least what you should know about when making plans to either buy or sell real estate. Now, first, let's address the elephant in the room. It's a $3.5 trillion elephant with a proposed $213 billion earmarked to build affordable housing and upgrade and renovate affordable housing across the country. Now, my initial thoughts, though $213 billion is a lot of money, that money gets spread pretty thin pretty fast when it comes to real estate and development. How much of that $213 billion would trickle into Roseville is really unknown. However, we do know what the city's general plan is. And I think it's worthwhile to take a look together because regardless of the money that's provided by the federal government or not, it's what local government has slated for housing, commercial, and parks, and things like that that's really important, especially when it comes to Roseville. So let's check out this map together. It's the general plan, it's readily available on the city's website, and I believe they are currently working on the amendments to the 2035 general plan. What we are currently looking at is the general plan for the city of Roseville for 2025. This plan is available on the city's website, and if I were looking to buy or sell a home, especially in a part of town that has not yet been developed, this is the map that I would be looking at. You can find this link in the comments on my social media or somewhere on my website, depending on where you're watching this video. Now, there are a few things that I want you to be aware of when looking at this map. So again, this is a map of all of Roseville. And I'm going to dive first into the color codes. So the dark green area represents public recreation. These are things like parks, golf courses. Here we're looking at Wood Creek Golf Course, Sierra View Country Club, and Diamond Oaks Golf Course. Right? The light green represents open spaces, parks and green belts, etc. The red represents commercial. You have shopping, and then you have office building. And then the reason I'm here to talk to you today and show you this map is to talk about residential real estate. Oh, I forgot purple real quick. Purple represents public buildings. These are things like fire stations and schools and things like that. And then also the gray represents industrial. Now, let's talk about residential real estate, because that's why we started this. Light yellow. Yellow represents your normal housing. This is considered low density residential. These are your typical neighborhoods with streets and driveways and side yards and backyards and front yards. And then we have medium density residential, and those are the light brown squares or parcels or areas. Then we have the dark brown, which is high density. And when you think of medium density residential, think of townhouses, courtyard style homes, those types of things. When you think of high density residential, you think of large apartment buildings. Now, we started this video off by talking about what the new infrastructure bill would mean for housing and affordable housing in Roseville. And again, we don't exactly know what to expect there, but typically light brown and dark brown are the areas that are most likely to have affordable housing units. There are some areas in Roseville that have already had affordable housing units in the past, and so currently the only current affordable housing purchase that I'm aware of is right in this subdivision right here next to Campus Oaks. And then I believe there's proposed affordable housing in the apartment complex off of Hayden Parkway. Now, over here in the Sierra Vista and the Solaire community, it looks like there's a lot of opportunity for affordable housing projects if they follow the similar pattern of having those projects in the light brown and dark brown areas. If you're interested in affordable housing purchase, there are resources on the city's website that might help. This map is going to give you some insight on where these projects may go. And if you're looking to buy a residential home, you'll want to know about what types of developments will go in near you. And then here's the big one. If you're thinking about selling in the near future, you're going to want to take this map into consideration as well. And here's what I mean by this. I'm going to break down each of those three things. Let's assume that you are planning on purchasing a home and you think that you might be able to qualify for some sort of affordable purchasing or an assistance program. Well, you can kind of know all of these areas are developed, right? This is Roseville Parkway, this is Pleasant Grove, of course East Roseville. All of this area is spoken for. We already know what to expect from those communities. This area is just getting started, and again, there's currently sales that are happening here. If you're looking to buy in affordable housing, this is really the only new development that may come up. We have Winding Creek, we have potentially Amarusa Ranch, we have parts of Fitiment, we have West Park and West Roseville, parts of Fitiment Farm, and then the Solaire and Sierra Vista area, right? If you're looking to buy and be involved in that, that's great. If you're looking to purchase a home, you might want to be aware. You might want to look at this map and see what types of communities are happening near the areas that you're looking to buy in. For example, let's say you're buying a property out in the Winding Creek subdivision, brand new home, which would be fantastic. And right next to you, your low density residential, kind of your normal neighborhood, you find that there's medium density or even high density residential going in. Now, it doesn't make it a bad thing. It's just something that you want to be aware of and what the consequences of that might be. What types of projects are going to go. We might not know. The city might not know exactly what's going to be there. This is just the general plan and how this is the land use map. If you're thinking about selling in the near or even distant future, you might want to take this map into consideration as well. Let's say you own property, here, for example, or here, and there's high density residential that's slated to go in based on the land use map and commercial right here. Perhaps that'll have an impact on your ability to sell and the value or an assessment that or the value that you sell for. That's all I'm saying, is that this map is going to help you make a great decision when it comes time to buy or sell property. So we started this off with, are you concerned about the infrastructure bill? And in short, there's no real way to predict what the impact of the infrastructure bill will have on our country, our economy, our real estate. That's a big conversation. But I think it's pretty nice to know that our city has developed a general plan and that we can use that to predict what the future of our city will look like. I'm Jeff Goolsby, and if you have more questions about new construction developments, the new communities, and more, then please reach out. I'm here with the Goolsby Group at Keller Williams, and it's my mission to help you win when it comes to real estate.